15 Things You Didn't Know About Robert Downey Jr. Welcome to Alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hello Aluxers and welcome to another exciting original video presented by Alux.com. Today we're focusing on an actor that has repeatedly hit rock bottom and somehow managed to climb his way back to the top. Let's talk about Robert Downey Jr. Robert has had an unconventional life since he was born on April 4th, 1965 in Manhattan in New York City. His father was an actor and director and his mother was an actress. He had unique life experiences, like studying classical ballet while living in England at the age of 10, but he also was surrounded by a party atmosphere that would lead him down the wrong path. He started acting at an early age, but his breakout role wouldn't come until he played the lead role in Chaplin in 1992. Robert has had tremendous ups and downs throughout his career, largely due to his drug and alcohol abuse. Yet he always seems to find his way back to the top, and him being cast as Iron Man has helped him enjoy the greatest success of his career. His other notable films include Tropic Thunder, Sherlock Holmes, Due Date, The Avengers, and The Judge. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. We think there are many Aluxers that can find inspiration in Robert's resilience, determination, and drive, and we know Aluxers aspire to enjoy the millionaire lifestyle that his success affords him. So let's dig a little deeper and take a look at the 15 things you didn't know about Robert Downey Jr. Number 1. He has been pardoned for all of his crimes. Robert has had his fair share of legal trouble, most of which stemming from his drug addictions. In 1996, while on parole for charges he incurred after being arrested for possession of heroin, cocaine, and an unloaded .357 Magnum handgun, after speeding down Sunset Boulevard while naked in his Porsche, Downey found his way inside his neighbor's home in a drugged-out haze and fell asleep in a child's bed. He was arrested for trespassing and being under the influence of a controlled substance. Later in 1999, he was facing another drug charge, and although he hired the same team that got OJ cleared of his murder trial, he could not avoid a 3-year prison sentence. However, he was released after serving less than 1 year. He received a full pardon from California Governor Jerry Brown in 2015. Number 2. He spent around $14 million to buy 2 houses in 2017. In May of 2017, Robert bought a 3,384 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home in Malibu for $3.5 million. It features a glass-enclosed balcony overlooking the Pacific Ocean. In the same month, he bought the Edward DeRose Windmill Cottage in the Hamptons for $10.5 million. The estate includes a 7-bedroom main house, a 50-foot pool, tennis court, landscaped gardens, and 2 beautiful guest homes. The large windmill on the exterior of the house is non-functional, but it does hold a lobby, office, and library. Number 3. He started acting at the age of 5. Robert first appeared in a movie at the age of 5. His first movie was called Pound, and he played the role of one of 18 puppies that was waiting to get adopted. The movie was directed by his father. In fact, the first 3 films he appeared in were directed by Robert Downey Sr. His first leading role came in 1987, when he starred alongside Molly Ringwald in The Pickup Artist. Number 4. He tried marijuana for the first time at age 6. Robert has said that he grew up surrounded by drugs. As mentioned, his parents were both actors, and his father was a drug addict. Using drugs together was the way that Robert Downey Jr. and Sr. bonded over the years, and Robert's dad was the first one who introduced Robert to marijuana at the age of 6. His father, who is in his 80s and living in New York City, has said he deeply regrets his actions in those times. Number 5. He dropped out of high school. After his parents got divorced in 1978, Robert moved to California to live with his father. After a few years there, he decided he wanted to go back to New York City. He dropped out of school at the age of 17 and moved back to New York on his own to pursue a full-time acting career. Number 6. He was roommates with Kiefer Sutherland. When he first moved to Hollywood, he was roommates with Kiefer Sutherland for 3 years as they both tried to get their acting careers off the ground. The two co-starred in the 1998 movie called 1969. Robert's then-girlfriend Sarah Jessica Parker also lived with them off and on. Number 7. Sarah Jessica Parker broke up with him because of his drug addiction. Sarah and Robert's 7-year relationship started in 1984 when they were 18 years old. The couple broke up in 1991, largely due to his drug addiction problems. Robert says the main relationship problem was, "She was normal and I was out of my mind." The two didn't talk for over 20 years, but met up in 2016 to finally get some closure. Number 8. He has Mel Gibson to thank for his comeback. After years of dealing with legal troubles and rehab, Downey needed someone to take a chance on him so that he could try to make a comeback. He was hired, then fired by Woody Allen because he wasn't able to get insurance. Mel Gibson took a gamble and paid Robert's insurance bond for the 2003 movie The Singing Detective, which allowed Downey to secure a lead role and get back on his feet both financially and in his acting career. The two actors have been friends since they starred together in the 1990 film Air America. Number 9. Downey called Family Guy producers and asked for a role. Downey's son Indio was a big Family Guy fan, so Downey contacted the producers of the show and asked if he could have a part in either producing or creating one episode. In response, the show created the character of Patrick Pewterschmidt, Lois Griffin's estranged, mentally disturbed brother. Downey played the role in a 2006 episode entitled The Fat Guy Strangler. Number 10. One of his favorite cars is the Audi R8. Before Iron Man, Robert had no car collection to speak of, but now he's put together an interesting collection of vehicles, including a 1970 Boss 302 Mustang, a 1970 Mercedes-Benz Pagoda, a Mercedes-Benz Wagon, a 2011 VW GTI, a 2010 Nissan GTR, a Ferrari California, and a Bentley Continental GT that he was given in lieu of back-end payment for Iron Man 3. One of his favorites is his 2014 Audi R8. He says that he and Audi have a wonderful relationship ever since the first Iron Man, and he drove an Audi R8 Spider in Iron Man 2. If you want to find out more about his favorite car brand, click in the upper right-hand corner to check out our video of 15 things you didn't know about Audi. Number 11. He proposed to his second wife while still married to his first. In 1992, Robert married his first wife, actress Deborah Falconer, after they had been dating for only 42 days. Their marriage fell apart mainly because of his drug addiction and legal problems, and while they were separated, he met Susan Levin, who was a producer for Gothica, one of the first movies Robert acted in after he sobered up. The two began dating in 2003, and he proposed after 3 months, even though he was still legally married to Deborah. Susan insisted on a 2-year engagement, so Robert divorced Deborah in 2004 and married Susan in 2005. Number 12. He went from being unemployable to being the highest paid actor in the world. Robert took the top spot of Forbes' list of highest paid actors in 2013, with $75 million made over the previous year, and he earned that honor again in 2015, even though he had only made 2 movies, Avengers: Age of Ultron and The Judge, the year before the list was published. His total earnings in that year were $80 million. He lost the top spot in 2016 when Dwayne Johnson took his place, and he fell to 8th on the list with earnings of $33 million. Number 13. He wears special high heels on set. Robert's real height is 5 feet 9 inches tall, but he often wears lifts in his shoes to appear taller. On the set of Iron Man, he often wears a special set of high-heeled boots to make him appear taller than his co-star, Gwyneth Paltrow, who is also 5'9". Number 14. He was the first SNL cast member to be nominated for a leading role Oscar. You may not have known that Robert was a cast member of Saturday Night Live because he only appeared in 1 season in 1985. He was hired along with several other young actors, but most of them were fired after the season had some of the poorest ratings and negative reviews of the show's history. Rolling Stone even named Downey the worst SNL cast member of all time. However, Robert still has the distinction of being the first SNL cast member to ever be nominated for a leading role Oscar. The nomination came from his acclaimed performance as Charlie Chaplin in the 1992 film Chaplin. He lost to Al Pacino, who won for his role in Scent of a Woman. Number 15. Robert's salary increased 100 times from the first to the third Iron Man. In 2008, Robert was paid $500,000 to star in the first Iron Man film, which went on to earn $585 million worldwide. He was paid $10 million for the sequel, and then $50 million for the third Iron Man, which was 100 times what he was paid for the first. Now that you've learned more about Robert Downey Jr., do you think he deserves to be one of Hollywood's top paid actors? Let us know what you think in the comments. Still here? Here's a bonus fact to thank you for being a dedicated Aluxer. Robert turned down the lead role in the 2013 film Oz, the Great and Powerful. His offered part was instead played by James Franco. Thank you for spending some time with us, Aluxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an Aluxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.